Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Here with my friend John Ward, we're getting ready to do a coolant system overhaul. Man, he probably got $500 worth of coolant parts here. And if we get time, we're going to do rear shock mounts as well, which is probably going to be possible. Because I'm good at that firewall junction, boy. And we're going to get the coolant out of it and start replacing all this stuff. Look at that horrible looking hose there. That thing looks like a fatback. Then that bottle is aftermarket. Oh God, it's HOWR. He's got faith. And we're just gonna get all these coolant hoses out, replace them, and then he could go racing. Just lost a rad. Had John jacking the car up, and the jack was on the end of the IPD skid pan, and it slid off the skid pan, smashed the radiator. Good thing he's got the FCP lifetime warranty radiator, boy. You can take that thing and run it over the middle of the road. They said they'll take it back. Oh, dang, I do see that scrape on there. Where's all this oil coming from? This car too?
Well, I replaced the PCV, and the rear cam seals aren't leaking, but it was leaking a ton out the oil cap, so I replaced that gasket too.
I mean, you got drops of oil on this pan. It's leaking from somewhere else too.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it a rear main, maybe?
I hope not, but we'll get a look here in a minute, I'm sure.
All right. So when the jack slipped off of the IPD skid plate, it jammed the radiator right there. So far, we got the heater cord replaced, the heater cord junction box, the heater lines, silicone tubing, working on the radiator, coolant bottle, coolant line there, coolant supply line, and just trucking right along. Okay folks, we are back from lunch. Our DO88 radiator that we were going to put in not going to work because it doesn't have these plugs on it. It's a radiator made for no oil cooler and no auto trans. So we're going to take the rad off of this baby here, and when he gets a new rad, he'll swap it into this car. But in the meantime, we need to get this car back on the road, so we're going to put the rad and the DO88 intercooler on here and keep pressing forward. So this fine race car here has the mesh grill, and the mesh is falling down here. Let me get that glued back in. But we need to get this thing up so we can get this radiator out of here and put it over there. Look like John's got new dipsticks. Whoop, whoop. Got that DO88 intercooler mounted. Got the radiator mounted. Got the fan mod done on this one. Now we're getting ready to switch to the NA throttle body, putting the 960 plate on it. And that's the difference. You see that gasket? That gasket is the size of the turbo one, and that gasket is going to fit different on this NA. So we got this new gasket. If you lay it over the old one, perfect fit. Put it over the NA throttle body, it's opened up to the gasket pretty much. So that's the difference in the opening on that. Let us tighten these screws down, get those secure, then get this installed. Folks, we think we are ready to roll. Look at that DO88 rip kit. That hose looks strong. Strong. That OTE pipe, is that pipe touching your fuel rail thing? Or just that close?
It's touching the fuel rail cover, yeah.
It is? Oh, I wonder why. Can you slide a piece of paper under there? If not, you can always loosen that clamp on the back and lift it up just a little bit, but...
Yeah, it looks like you can slide a piece of paper in between there.
Alright. We're ready to fire this puppy up. We got coolant and distilled water in here, and we got all our tools out of the way. But man, let me tell you something. There's some yellow jackets around here We decided not even to mess with them. Look at them things. We figure if we start messing with them, that's going to end our workday. So we just leaving that be.
Ready?
Contact. Like a boss. Fire it right up. Now we look under it for a coolant leak. And nothing is dripping.
We'll let it run for a second, see what happens.
Well, we want to let it run till the fan kicks on.
Yeah, so the thermostat opens.
Yeah, fan kicks on, it burps, add some more coolant. Just got finished replacing the rear shock mounts on this thing. Man, this one here is totally torn out, and one of the cast nuts was destroyed, so we had to work on getting that thing out, cutting the bolt halfway off with a cutting wheel, then breaking it off with vice grips, and putting a nut and washer under it. So, that's that, folks. This car is ready to go racing. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.